Okay. That's right. It's time for Victor Allen's new Sportz. That's right. Victor Allen's unique fan-based view of sports. That's why we call it the new. No one does it like Vic. That's right. A unique experience written and produced by Victor Allen in a recurring segment of the Morning Coffee with Mario show. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the man that the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. Here's Vic. Yeah. Yeah!
I wish I can get that excited, but I can't, man. I'm sorry.
You gotta take that pill.
I can't do that, man. I gotta sit up here. I'm just kind of tripping, man, because I'm gonna take this to another level, even though it's part of the game. You know, I just sent out a tweet, and I watched Denver yesterday, and I watched Aqib Talib actually go on. You know, when guys are chesting up, fighting.
Yeah.
And he puts his fingers, and he literally goes in between the mask to poke.
Then you bite his fingers. That was the old rule.
I'm sorry. This is
inside the mask belongs to me.
It's an extra cancel whoop ass, because at the end of the day, you know, I'm not saying that he has fingernails. I'm not saying that he's wearing gloves. I'm saying, what if?
But then what would you do? NFL hands.
Wait a minute. What would you do if somebody purposely went after your eyes? What would you do, man?
I'd go for the nuts.
That's all I'm saying.
Is the one thing that you value as a man? What ranks with your eyes but your nuts? At least when one thing I tell you, one thing hurts more. You could take a hit in the eye,
right? Way
better than you could take a hit in the nuts. I'm just telling you. That's what you. Let's get us way in. Let's ask America. Yeah, everybody pretty much said a hit in the nuts is worse. We polled them really fast.
Okay. Here's the thing. Mario and I, we played ball, right? Mm-hmm. We all have been hitting that area. But how often would you tolerate your eyes being scratched, whether it's on your cornea or what have you, because somebody, or if they're poking it? That's, to me,
that's bad too, Vic.
I'm just saying,
but
man.
I still would rather have you scratch me in the eye than hit me in the nuts.
See,
we can go to the whole America. Yeah, Vic. Once again, America said, "Scratch me in the eye, don't hit me in the nuts."
Don't hit me in. Okay.
Yes, that's right, Vic. I'm still looking at the chat room. Chat room's weighing in.
I'm not.
Bricklay is checking his nuts right now.
Okay, you know what?
PMC's feeling around in his sack.
So,
and they both say no. They would rather be scratched in the eye.
I want you to know what he's doing. So you notice it all deals with sex.
All I know is.
So why should I do sports show?
This is not sex.
Just talk about the anatomy.
This is scratching.
Why? Why do I have to do this? All right, let me do this. All right, I'm gonna have you pick and see if any of the topics from sports that you watched yesterday interested you.
They all, Vic. If you wrote it, I'm interested.
Which one? Would you watching the ball? You feeling for Kobe? Are you in NBA? Are you going to NFL? Tired of the Patriots always winning? Are you mad because we don't have an LA team? Or are you just sucking on donuts? Yeah, that's how I figured. All right.
These are wonderful sports. There's nothing better than having a donut with your sports.
All right, let me just go on over to this, man. Let me say this right off hand. I'm gonna leave it alone. I think this. Let me say this. Did anybody expect, based on how you saw Andrew Luck play, that he was going to come out and deliver the way he delivered this week? Looked like a brand new man.
I told you it was only a matter of when. Remember, I already told you he's a class act. You have up and down periods, but he's going to return. He's that kind of a cat. You can bet on him. He's going to, if he has a down period, he's going to return to form unless he has a major injury.
Right. Now, let me just.
So, no, he's the next Peyton.
Here's the thing. They got a new offensive coordinator, I believe. So, a lot of times it's the game planning that affects him. And they try to implement the certain game plans like they're doing with Peyton, which I think this is what's hurting Peyton Manning. Implementing that running game, not Peyton just lead, let me just fire the ball, let me just do this. Implementing a new offensive coordinator's strategy, and it's not working because their offense look like it's like dead in the water, man.
What is their record?
8-1 now.
So it is working.
Barely though.
Aiden, it's working.
They're working.
This is what I tell everybody. It's working so poorly that they're 8-1. How's that? I'll say it that way.
You know what? I'll use another analogy.
The offense is doing so horribly. Peyton Manning is doing such a terrible job that they're 8-1. That's all I can say. It's such a horrible job
that
they're 8-1. He's struggling. They're struggling.
And I'm gonna say this:
if I can struggle like that,
let me say
if
this.
I can get a struggle like that, I'd take it any day.
Let me say this:
can I get a struggle?
They always say you watch the teams as they do adjustments throughout the year. Remember, Kansas City went on that 8-0 run about 2 years ago. Everybody talked about. Said you do know that they're winning based on certain conditions. That they're not playing the best ball, but they're playing their ball against weaker teams.
But that's always happened.
So what's happening is it's catching up. Now, I believe this. I believe with Andrew Luck, they shifted the focus of how he was playing. They got his release faster. They're not having him spend a lot of time. Look what the results are.
They said they were doing it. Even Peyton Manning said, I think I can even quote him back about 3 weeks ago. He was going like, it's a new offense.
And it's killing
with new people. He says, we're working out stuff.
And it's hard.
That's what he was saying.
It's hard.
And meanwhile, they're 8-1. So like I said, for all of us who
got caught up.
Peyton Manning, and they all do such a lousy job that they're 8-1. And if I can get some people whose lousy jobs give me records like that, man, I'll take it any day.
You know, you need a napkin for your donut because your powder is all over your face. You're not following the trail.
I'm an outsider.
D Skills, thank you for joining me. See, D Skills, he's chilling right now. He don't want to say anything. He's just trying to say, look.
I know you want my donut.
Watch. All right. Notice what's happened. The same with Green Bay Packers. Although they were winning and undefeated, people were seeing. Do you see the same Green Bay? No, you don't. Now they got 2 losses in a row.
But
they're catching up.
You and I both said there were cracks, and they had cracks. You and
definitely.
I both said that. We said they were good, but they had cracks.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right. Okay, good. Now, since panic, so we ain't got to panic because Manning's going to make a comeback, right?
Well, why do some of y'all panic? Because it's funny to watch. I like to see. Just go bust crazy nut. Just,
Now I'm doing this.
If you got nothing else to worry about but the damn football,
I'm doing this to dedicate.
Shit, you got a wonderful ass life.
Dedicate this to all of you guys in America's team. How about them damn Cowboys? How about them damn Cowboys?
Rah, whoopee.
Notice this. Do you like Philadelphia because you got family in Philadelphia, or do you like the Cowboys because they're America's team, or you just don't like neither team at all? What's your pick? You gonna follow the game? I know you are.
First of all, I want to say that to my family and all of them in Philadelphia. Of course, I follow the Eagles. They are wonderful.
Right.
And
you see. Okay, let me speak.
I'll be there, and it's wonderful
right now. He's sexting.
I'm saying my love, and I'm sorry, but I'm just. I love you.
See, I'm sexting.
But the thing is, America's team. How many of us just gonna? I'm. You know what? The only other team I root against. I like Tony Romo. There's people I like on Dallas.
Yeah.
But the New England Patriots have replaced Dallas as the team that I most root against. I just want. I always root
because
whoever is playing New England because they're my favorite team.
Okay.
I can't stand the Patriots.
It's the same as people going. I'm still waiting for the city because we already got this. Remember, the only chant I hear for a city across all sports to hate is beat LA. It doesn't even resign itself to just Lakers. It could be hockey, baseball, basketball. So we have the symbolism of. We're just going to say beat LA, period. Now, the Patriots.
That's good. I mean, they want to beat us. I can understand.
But do you like a winning organization and franchise? And I'm saying, are the Philadelphia Eagles an upcoming winning organization, or are the Dallas Cowboys overhyped? It's that simple. Are they overhyped? Because they get a lot of hype.
I don't know if they're overhyped.
Ooh.
Okay, I know what you mean, though. Here's what happens. They have a machinery behind them, and it's a well-oiled machinery.
That's right.
So that's what you mean, I guess, in a sense.
Yeah.
Because but I don't really hold that against Jerry Jones. That's the part I think is kind of good, just good business
you know
stuff.
What? They got to, let me say this. They got to shake off that Greg Hardy stuff right now.
No, they don't.
They're shaking it off because, remember, they say winning cures all ills.
That gives them all that attention. They're loving it.
Yeah, but they got to win.
Advertising,
but they got to win.
No, you don't. When you have stuff like that, you don't have to win.
So you don't want to have the best organization.
No, you can't. I'm just saying, marketing, Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
And when you think about it, Dallas, theoretically, even though it's a hub and some other things, it shouldn't technically. Why is Dallas a bigger market than some of these other cities is because of the infrastructure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because when you think about it, from being there, right?
Oh, yeah.
And hanging out.
Yeah.
As cool as they say, standard of living.
Oh, yeah.
You don't hear people saying, "Hey, I'm running to Dallas for the weekend."
Yeah, right. That's cold, man.
They don't do. You don't do that. I'm just saying. You don't run to Texas for vacations.
So
they trying to attract you, but that racism is scaring everybody.
So wait a minute. So let me say this: should we now be this? Notice what we're doing right now. We're talking.
I didn't say they racist.
Oh, no. I'm saying we're talking about
black people.
Even though Philadelphia won yesterday, overtime. We're talking more about Dallas. Should we talk more about Philadelphia?
How they're because they need to get their branding machine together.
Even though they won, right?
It's winning or is it branding?
Did DeMarco Murray show up?
Branding.
He showed up. He came. He did his thing now.
This is why America's team. I was rooting for Philadelphia always, but this is why America's team.
Right.
This because they decided to market and brand it, and they made it as such.
All right.
And so it's interesting on that level.
So to give props to Philadelphia.
Give props to Philadelphia.
Coming into the house that Jack built. Well, it's not Jack.
Well, because you guys keep coining, everybody they almost are chanting for him to fail. Chip Kelly, I almost get the feeling sometimes that because he's kind of rogue,
right?
That people are actually kind of against them. So I kind of have a little different opinion.
I'm not against Philadelphia.
I mean, Chip Kelly.
Yeah, I'm not against them, and I'm not really. Look, I think you have to have arrogance in the position of coaching, no matter what you do, and you have to have confidence and arrogance. You have to feel like you're the best. You can't be quiet.
Yes,
subdued. They'll run you over. So for that, I'm giving Philadelphia props in a weak division. So now, it's time to go over to, I think, your favorite son. We got 3 and counting right now with undefeated quarterbacks. One probably is a surprise, and we're going to figure out which one because there's 3 on the horizon.
You know what? First of all, everybody's making a big deal out of the stuff that's happening this season. And I just want to remind people, it's just one season. So it's like a winning streak of 1. Okay?
Wait a minute. Who are you talking about?
Until they start saying, the NFL, it's all changing. We have all this. The game is... Before they freak out, once again, they freak out way too soon. And people need to go. You need to see 2 or 3 seasons, Vic.
Yeah.
With some of these effects because you've had a bunch of seasons.
Right.
So you might have next season no undefeated team.
Absolutely.
So that's why I want people to stop overreacting and act. People are talking about already, right?
Right.
They're already talking about trying to change the game.
Well,
again,
it's taking care of itself.
How it's so terrible. Some teams are so strong and some are so weak. The weak and the strong.
Which people are you tweeting? You must be talking to some strange tweets.
I'm watching. This was the topic that actually you brought up.
Right.
About people now suddenly complaining about the perceived disparity.
Right.
Which everybody said we were going. From everything from saying this, I even heard stuff like this. There's not enough players to go. How could you not have enough players? That's just stupid by definition. There's always players to go around. There's not enough players. There's not enough good players to go around.
If they had enough players,
idiot insight.
If they had enough players, we'd have a football team in LA. Hey, hint.
Right. Okay, I'm just telling you. So I'm with you on this, but I want you to know,
Andy. I'm
loving it.
You loving it, right?
Yeah. Marvin Lewis too. You guys give it for Marvin too.
Well,
the longest tenured coach in the NFL.
3 and counting. See, what I'm doing is saying this. Each week, remember we had 6 undefeated, and they went off the wayside. Did everybody?
That was incredible.
Now, did all of us sit there and say who should be knocked off the list? Who's going to get knocked off first? Didn't you think Andy Dalton would be probably one of the early going?
I thought he was the early
before Aaron Rodgers.
I would say Aaron Rodgers
Peyton Manning
go off.
Okay, so
I would say Andy would. No, based on what was happening, at the way they were looking, I would have said, Aaron Rodgers the early one. If you could name somebody else, it was then I would have said no, because Cam Newton and then we were saying the ones that had the other elements. You know what I'm saying? Like Cam Newton, it's the other things, the defense. Like Denver, it's the defense.
Well, I'm just saying, for me, I'm gonna be honest with you. The first pick I'm thinking of right now as to say who's going to be the next quarterback is going to lose next from the undefeated. Nobody's going to pick
undefeated.
Undefeated now. We're just saying. I'll be shocked if at the end the Bengals, Patriots is it's just foreshadowed that, oh my God, they're going to go undefeated. But wonder if Andy ends up being, hey, I'm the last to be undefeated.
If the Bengals, based on the schedule, I wonder, would it be possible for the Bengals and the Patriots to meet in the playoff as undefeated teams? As undefeated teams.
Yeah.
They don't have to play each other, right?
They thought, I'm going to tell you right off hand, most people thought Denver and New England was going to be the ones that's going to be.
Well, now, so it's going to be a little different. And so there you go. If you had those, Vic, you're saying that right now you consider that to be a shoe-in for New England?
No. I think the part that could hurt the Patriots is that they're so on another level. Although they had their running back who
they're so good it could hurt them.
That's
I'm just
like
saying. The terrible scourge of the 8-1
Look
record.
at the East. If you have to sit there and say what team over in the AFC scares you enough to say go get, guess who they picked early?
You should watch out for Oakland.
Yeah, well they just lost to Pittsburgh.
But look at the battle.
They look, but they don't have the discipline.
Look at the battles.
Yeah, I understand.
They took That's what I thought was the story, was how they took it to them, kind of.
Right.
They're taking it to. They're fighting. They're fighting every fight. They're fighting.
You should see. You should have seen PMC and his wife was about to go to blows. She had Oakland. PMC had Pittsburgh.
PMC, he's lying on your wife. Your wife did not support Oakland.
Right. Let me just say.
Your wife, PMC, don't. I know. They can start.
Okay, so let's go.
Bad to pull it. Let's see y'all be pulling people's wife into.
So, but the man that I'm impressed with right now, because man, when he starts running, I mean,
he's like 260 pounds.
When Cam starts
260 pounds,
this is not the guy who was running when he first got in, and it was just a natural talent. He has learned to become a better quarterback.
Yeah.
And now when he runs, you got 260
more
pounds.
More selective. He's going through multiple reads. I'm watching him work his way through the reads.
Right. They're not an offensive juggernaut. He is the offense. But man, what he's doing is another level. And
can he beat the Patriots?
Not enough offense to me yet. Not enough. The defense.
Well, that's what we're saying. So once again, Vic and
right.
I'll be rooting for him, like as I will be rooting for anyone playing the Patriots.
Right. Right. All right. Go to the next pick. Why should we even talk about him? So here's how smart you're going to be. Vegas has got its line that the Patriots, of course, are already favored to win the Super Bowl. His passer rating is still number one in the league. Aaron Rodgers took a dip right underneath him, so you can still have a higher passer rating, although you may have just lost. He's only had one interception. That was his fault, and that's it. So he's at this other level, but they just lost their running back to Achilles tear, I think, or a problem. This is a plug-and-play team. Will they go undefeated throughout the regular season? What do you think?
I don't know. I say no because it's easy to say no because the statistical likelihood of that occurring is low.
Right.
I mean, relatively low. It's better than it's been because they're so far undefeated.
Right.
But no, I don't think so. I think, and here's the thing, and this has been shown over and over and over again.
Right.
You never know who's going to jump up and beat you.
Yeah, because the second half of the season is huge.
Yeah.
Look at the teams who had started off, and all of a sudden you see the adjustments happening with them, and you're going, wow. Oakland Raiders started off kind of losing, gaining momentum now.
It's the air in Oakland now.
Yeah, this is where the
wonderful.
It's the coaching that
sea breeze, the wonderful sea breeze.
That's it. All right, you know what? This is going to be my closing story coming up next. You remember Debbie Thomas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thickness.
All right. Won a bronze.
I remember this outfit. She just had a bad hair day all the time.
Well, remember
back then you can get away with that.
First African American to win a medal.
Oh, I meant wonderful hair.
Yeah. So
that's what I meant.
That's not what I'm going. Here's the thing, and then you know what? Stanford. I think she went to Stanford or Berkeley.
I think so. Stanford.
Stanford. Very successful.
Very successful.
And basically is now unemployed, living in a trailer.
No. Oh,
with 2 divorces under her belt.
Oh, no.
Lost her child, has taken care of 2 other children. Her husband or her fiance has anger issues and is an alcoholic.
Oh,
so she is now on the show, Iyanla Vanzant show, Fix My Life.
Lord, you at least get a reaction. See, if you get your ass kicked bad enough, you can still get a show. At least that's good. At least, but damn, I hate to see that.
She is.
Oh, thank God she had. Let's give her a little something.
She had a.
I'm glad she gets a show. At least she'll get paid.
She was actually in her practice. She had a business practice that folded, didn't do well. Her licenses have been removed. She has one more license, I think, by state of Virginia that probably is in the process that she may lose. So she is going down a path that I'm just hoping that the exposure we give here, because of what she represented at the time.
Wow.
This is just unbelievable what she has to go through. And when you tend to do this, even though I'm not questioning whether that man is good in her life or not, but if it is true and it holds true and you don't have any other values, you tend to hold on to that value. And the part that gets me is the alcohol. If he's an alcoholic.
Well, every alcoholic, affects the family. That's why so often it becomes the issue someone enabling them.
Right.
And then also they tap into with their own insecurities. So, that's a cliche.
Yeah.
As with any drug-affected family.
Right.
So it's always, man. But at least like I said, in today's world, she can get a show. That'll get her paid and feed her.
Well, yeah.
Because she'll make a lot of money on a reality show if it's successful enough.
If she can separate that from her cry, which is to me the cry for help and support, this is an amazing story to me, because no matter how much I look at the pictures of her as it relates to the time that she was in, we were so proud to see, because she was at a time where you say, well, your body's not fitting the traditional type of the ice skater and the whole thing. Best wishes, man. So that's my sports. A little elongated today, but hey, I want to talk about more, man. Time to go.
All right.
Time to go.
Everybody, that's Victor Allen's New Sports. Written and directed by Victor Allen, a recurring segment of the Morning Club with Mario show. That's right. Tune in every day. And we're live and learn more about sports in a way that you would never think. That's why we call it the new, not the boo-boo. It's for you, and the hoo-hoo, and your woo-woo. Yeah, hoo-hoo. Zarate.